not easy being in their spot. So please, let's make sure we keep this respectful and with the utmost decorum as we exercise our civic responsibilities here in the auditorium tonight. Okay, candidates, here's the format. Each of you is going to get 1 minute to introduce yourself and to explain why you are running for your office that you're running. These are going to be timed. We have an assistant down here from East Valley, my bad, who's going to hold up at the 15-second moment, really high in the air, just so that you know that you're winding down with your time. So you have that minute. I'll instruct you to stop. I'll give you a couple of seconds grace period, but I will interrupt you. Okay, so after that 1 minute time. Because we have so many of you, each of you is going to be asked one question from the students. These questions have been prepared in advance, and our candidates have not seen them in advance. Each of you will have 1 minute to respond to the question, and your opponent in your race will have an opportunity to have a 30-second rebuttal. If I feel like that you have not answered the question or have tried to evade answering the question, I will exercise the right to ask you to clarify your position. So it behooves all of our candidates to just get right to the point. Let's see. At the end of our question period, each candidate is going to have a 2 or 3 minute, depending on time, closing opportunity. During this time, candidates can address a particular question that they wish they had been asked from our students, and along with whatever closing statement you'd like to make. As an aside to both our candidates and to our audience, 2 different kinds of decisions are going to be made tonight. First of all, at the conclusion of the forum, Spokane County will be conducting a mock election about who they believe ought to be the strongest candidate here tonight. We also have students in the audience from civic classrooms who are going to score the debate in their own ways from the rubrics created by them and their teachers, and those results of both of those elections will be published. And finally, we have several other candidates here this evening vying for other offices, and so at the very end of our forum, I'm going to invite those folks up for a brief introduction of themselves for about a minute to tell us about you and which positions you are running for. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We'll pass the microphone down, and each of you will have 1 minute to introduce yourselves.
I'm Rod Higgins. This is my 5th year on Spokane Valley City Council, 2nd year of mayor. Why am I running for this office? Well, a few years back, I was standing on the outside looking in, and I didn't like what was going on. And I decided very simply, if you're not involved, you have no bragging rights. So I got involved, and I'm still involved.
Hello everybody, my name is Chris Jackson. I'm running for Spokane Valley City Council Position 1. Most people in a civics class are probably aware of the words "of the people, by the people, for the people." And as time progresses, we feel more and more removed from that process. And what it starts to feel like is of the politicians and the political process, for the wealthy, for themselves. And the big point that I'm trying to push back against is that if we want to make lasting change, we need to find different ways to engage the public. And that means that as representatives, we need to be more active in classrooms, we need to be more active in our communities, and we need to be more active in recruiting people to come to city council meetings and join the political process. It takes a lot of effort, but moving forward, that's the way we make lasting change. I've been a resident of Spokane Valley my entire life, and I'm looking for ways to bring more people into that process, so together we can make Spokane Valley even better. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Caleb Collier. I've got a long history of serving my country and my community. I served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps directly after high school. I then moved on from there and became an EMT, and I served this county when people needed it the most. I was working the ambulance and responded to countless 911 calls. I decided to get into politics because I'd always been a little bit of a political junkie. And I told my wife one day, you know, I'm tired of yelling at the television. I have this knowledge and I'm not doing anything with it, so why don't I get involved? I was appointed to this position a little over a year ago, and I've just been loving it. I enjoy all aspects of politics. I enjoy being involved and being a voice for the community. One of the other reasons I really wanted to get involved is because Spokane Valley is the envy of Washington State. We are the most fiscally conservative city in this state. We have a 50% reserve. That translates to we could run our city for up to 6 months. Time? All right, we'll talk again later.
Hi, my name is Brandy Peets. I'm a Valley resident of 26 years. My husband was born and raised in the Valley. I was a Central Valley Bear. My husband was a U-High Titan. And so one of the reasons that I'm running for position number 2 is because my dad had always instilled in me, if you're upset about something or if there's something you want to make a change, you need to be part of the solution, not the problem. So I decided that there was an opening and that I was going to take it upon myself to be a change, a leadership in our community. And being that I've been involved in the community several different ways, I volunteer with my church, and I did volunteer at the Greater Spokane Substance Abuse Council. I currently serve on a volunteer board for the Sheriff's Office. It's a Citizens Advisory Board. I personally have a lot of experience in criminal justice, and there's nobody else on the current council that has the resources or the knowledge that I have. And so I decided that I wanted to bring that to our community and make a change.
Hello everyone, and thanks for being here. I'm Ed Pace. I have 4 kids, all of them went to U-High. 6 grandkids. I'm an Eagle Scout, Vietnam veteran, former Hewlett-Packard production supervisor, and now a second career Lutheran pastor. I guess that's my day job. I ran for city council 4 years ago and got elected because I'm one of the probably 80% that all they want is they want their taxes low, they want government out of their lives, and they want the Constitution to actually work. You know, it starts with we the people, and that's all of us and all of y'all. And that's what I've been working hard on, and I'm really excited to do one more term so I can keep doing it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ben Wick. I'm also running for position 4 for Spokane Valley. Just a little bit of history. I'm actually the 4th generation Spokane Valleyite. My great-grandfather had a dairy farm where Sprague and I is now that he lost during the Depression. My grandfather actually started Spokane Recycling as well as built some homes. So there's actually a Wick Street in the valley from our lineage. My dad served on the East Valley School Board, and I actually graduated from East Valley. No offense to anybody from West Valley though, but I did go on to become an Eagle at Eastern. So I have a degree in computer science from Eastern Washington University. So I'm a Knight and an Eagle at the same time. I did serve on the city council. I actually ran for city council when I was 18 for the first time when the first city was formed. There was 52 candidates back then, so if you think 10 is a lot, can you imagine trying to have 52 up on stage? It was interesting. But it was great to get more community involved. I mean, I think we need to have more people get involved. I guess I'm already getting my 15 seconds, so thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Pam Haley. I'm currently on the City Council. I was appointed a little over a year ago for position 5. I think I got involved in the beginning because I was tired of sitting home and complaining and I wanted to come out and maybe make a change. But the reason I'd like to continue is because we've done a lot of work to get to where we are right now, and there's a lot of things that are planned out 2, 3, 5 years from now that I really want to be involved in. I also wanted to bring my business background to the government. Sometimes you don't see a lot of politicians with business backgrounds, and I've been a small business owner for 28 years. And I moved to the Valley in 1975, go Bears, and I saw to stand out there somewhere. Thank you.
I'm Angie Bean, and I'm usually the one that likes to sit in the background and get things done. I fly under the radar a lot, but recent events have made me think that there's no way I can just sit silently any longer. I need to take a more active role in making positive changes for our residents here in the Valley, so I decided to run. Thank you.
I'm Mike Munch. I got appointed to the council last year, or a little over a year ago at this point. I've been a lifelong resident of the area, excuse me, but I've only been here for about the last 2.5 years. I was attracted here actually because of the direction that the government was going in, and I wanted to be a part of that. Last year I had the opportunity, with a little less time at work. I used to do a lot of out-of-town work to put my name in the hat for the appointment. So I've been on the council for a little over a year. I've absolutely loved it. I feel like we've got a lot done, and I'd like to do another 4 and keep doing the work that I think is important for the valley.
Hi there, I'm Linda Thompson, and I'm running also for position 7. I'm running for office to serve on our city council because I think that it's an awesome thing to do. I have observed our council, and I respect anybody who serves on our council who steps up to serve. My own civic teacher, Mr. Chalich, is in the room, and I just want to make sure he knows that I learned all the good things, and I'm going to use those on the council. When I was a Girl Scout, I was a patrol leader, and I thought I really have a way of talking with people, bringing people to the table and figuring out how to either build the best campsite or earn the most badges or whatever we needed to do as a team. And as I went to Central Valley High School, I was Girls League president, I got really involved in school, and I just think that our young people need to have more of a voice in our city. And I would like to have an academy where kids could, young people and adults could come and learn how every part of our city work and get more people engaged with our process. Thank you.